What's up guys, my name is Ace, and unless you live under a rock, you will know that there was a multiplayer trailer reveal for Black Ops 3 yesterday at E3, and this is pretty awesome. I'm going to share my thoughts on it. It's going to be more of just a basic thoughts and opinions. I'm not going to go really in-depth with this. This is not going to be a trailer breakdown or anything. I'm just going to talk about what I feel about the trailer, because I don't want to start speculating about a bunch of stuff that we're going to be finding out about in the next couple days anyways, because the developers are going to be doing several interviews and things like that, from my understanding anyways. But I also want to talk a little bit later on in the video about PS4 now getting the DLC 30 days. I think it's 30 days. It'll be a month before Xbox gets their DLC, which is what Xbox always had. And I'm going to talk about what my plans are. Am I going to be switching to PS4 or am I going to stick with the Xbox One? Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to play that trailer in the background, but I'm not going to have any background audio because I don't want to get any strikes for any of the audio or anything on that. So I will leave a link in the description to the actual gameplay trailer if you just want to watch it on its own without my voice in front of it and with proper audio. So first I want to talk about what I really like so far about this trailer. And keep in mind, again, these are just really general things, and we will be finding out a lot more about this game, and I am going to be going in depth on a lot of the little different areas. Those are going to be like individual videos where I talk about just like one point, and I plan on doing that as we find out more information. So some of the things I really like, the first thing I noticed is the art style. It's more of a Treyarch art style, which is what I expected, but I wasn't too sure about it yet. I was hoping they didn't change it up too much as far as our art style goes. But it looks like they're sticking to it, and I really like that. It looks like basically an updated version of Black Ops 2. So we've got the nice colors and everything. Players pop out on the map. It looks like they don't blend in with everything. There isn't that washed out sort of fog that we had with Ghosts. It's a nice bright color palette, and I like that. Even on the maps where there wasn't a ton of color, like that snowy map, things still popped out nice, and things still looked great to me. So I'm really happy with the art style. Sort of sticking with the traditional Treyarch style. Next up is the new heads-up display. I really like the looks of the heads-up display as well. Everything pops out nice. I found Advanced Warfare's, it was nice because it was simple, but then it kind of got a little on the boring side too. Like, I don't want it to be really busy, like you can't even see what's going on in front of you because your heads-up display is so crazy. But I also like it actually kind of popping out a little bit so you can actually see it. And I think they did a really good job with this. This is just my initial impressions though. The one thing I really like is the kill feed. I like that there's like a little bit of a background behind all the text and everything. And it kind of makes that kill feed pop out. So that way I'm just picturing like when I get a quad feed, I just know everybody's going to see that kill feed pop up. Whereas in some of the other games, you don't really necessarily see that unless you're paying attention to it. But that's a really minor thing, I know. I just wanted to point out that I like the looks of that. I like the little changes they made. I also like how on the score streak indicators they have the number of points you need, or number of points you need to earn your next score streak, which is something that Black Ops 2 didn't have, but Advanced Warfare did have. Now for the movement, this is the part that I was really worried about, and after this trailer I'm still a little bit concerned about, but I kind of have a feeling, and Drifter had said this, he said this is not how the game actually plays. This was just designed to be like a cinematic sort of thing. So everything here was planned. All of these little clips and everything were planned. And it's not actually going to be wall running all over the place all the time like that, jumping around, killing people like crazy. That's not actually how the game's going to play. So that gives me a little bit of hope, but we'll see. One thing I do like is that thrust jump doesn't look to be too insane. Their whole design philosophy, what they were saying, is they want to keep everything in frame. So they want to be able to keep it so a guy can't be standing right in front of you and then suddenly jump right out of your screen, jump way up high, and you can't even see him anymore. Like in Advanced Warfare, you could do that with the double jump. This thrust jump looks to be a lot more mild. You can't just suddenly jump up 30 feet in the air. You can kind of jump maybe 5 or 10 feet in the air, but that's a really slow thrust 5 to 10 feet in the air. It's something that you can easily track, I think. It looks like anyways. We'll have to see some real gameplay where it's not set up clips and stuff, but it seems to be the case, which I'm excited for. One little thing that I also noticed is it looks like Blast Suppressor will likely be returning. I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but every time there was a thrust, there was a little bit of that ripple, kind of like in Advanced Warfare, but it's a little more subtle, I think. It looks a little more subtle to me, so that's kind of a good thing. Just thought I'd point out that little minor detail I noticed, just in case you missed it. So those are the things I like, although the movement I'm still a little concerned about, but I like that it didn't go full Advanced Warfare on us, so that's good. Now I want to talk about just a few of my concerns. These are really simple concerns, and like I said, I haven't played the game yet. We haven't even seen proper gameplay. At the time of me recording this video, we haven't. We may have seen it by the time this gets uploaded, because there will be some quite a bit of multiplayer footage released at E3, I'm sure. But my concerns right now, number one concern, and this has been my concern since I heard that it existed, are the specialist things, the specialist abilities or whatever they are. These are the things, you see them building up on the bottom right hand corner. They actually build up over time on their own, but they will get little spikes, like they'll build up faster if you're getting kills. I assume also if you're capturing objectives, doing things like that. So the better players will earn them more often, but even the worst player in the game is going to earn these, which is something I don't really like, because you don't really have to earn them per se. I guess you do, you could say you do, but everybody's going to get them at some point. It's kind of like Titanfall with the Titans, or Destiny with their, whatever those abilities were. I can't remember what they were called in Destiny, but they're very powerful looking abilities, and everybody gets to earn them, and it looks cool to be able to use them. I'm just thinking of the other end of that. What if I'm trying to go on a really high kill streak? I'm trying to get that like top score streak or something like that, and then some guy that did nothing at all to earn this except play through the game suddenly gets a one-shot kill pistol, and I have nothing I can do against that one-shot kill pistol. I'm just dead. I do have some faith in Treyarch to be able to balance this properly. For instance, I heard that they've removed aim assist on that pistol. That might help a little bit. I don't know what the fire rate's like, although it looks like it would be similar to an RW1 fire rate. So it might not be too bad, but I don't know. I just feel like there's going to be a bunch of those really frustrating, unavoidable deaths that are caused by these specialist abilities. We'll have to wait and see how the real gameplay turns out, though. The next thing I'm really concerned about is time to kill. But when I say that, I think for these trailers, I have a feeling they may actually edit the health of the people. I hope they're editing the health of the people, because some of these guns are killing extremely fast. Like the two-shot kill, there's a two-shot kill semi-auto gun, and that was getting two-shot kills at a pretty decent range. So I'm a little concerned about that, but at the same time, part of it could also be that they're playing on a LAN environment, so everything always looks faster, plus all the clips are set up so they know exactly where everyone's going to be and where to shoot. So that could make it a little bit, or make it seem a little bit faster than it will actually be, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm a little concerned if the time to kill is actually that fast, because it didn't look like there was too much time to react. Also, a little concerned that I did see a shock charge in that trailer, but that's just a really minor thing. I don't really care too much about shock charges. As long as you can hear them on the ground, I'm fine. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about, a very minor thing, are the hit markers. It looks like they're going with the traditional hit markers that they had in like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. There's no colored hit marker for getting a kill, like nothing that indicates that, yes, you finished your kill. You basically have to see the points pop up or see the guy drop dead. And also, there's no headshot hit marker like we had in Advanced Warfare, which I'm a little disappointed about. This could still change. There's actually anything that I'm talking about here could still change a little bit before launch. But without it there, I'm a little disappointed. I really got used to that headshot hit marker. I really like that headshot hit marker, and I really like that killing hit marker as well. So it's something that I'm still crossing my fingers for the final build of the game. I'm hoping they'll still add it. There's still plenty of time, and that's an easy change for them. So I'm hoping that will be in there, but it's just a minor thing that I don't really like that I didn't see. So that's going to wrap it up for my thoughts on the trailer. Now let's talk about the exclusivity of the DLC. Well, not necessarily exclusivity, they just get the DLC early now, and that's for Sony. So Sony gets the DLC early, which has always been Xbox's kind of claim to fame for Call of Duty, is they always got the DLC early. And I'll be honest, that's the reason I bought an Xbox One before I bought my PS4. Now, I do have a PS4. I bought it a few months ago. I do have both of the consoles. Am I going to be switching to a PS4? Not entirely. What I'm going to be doing is I will definitely be buying Black Ops 3. Why did I say Ghost? Black Ops 3 on both consoles. my plan is to play mainly on the Xbox One. Simple reason for this is I prefer the controller, plus I have a SCUF controller on the Xbox One and I spent a lot of money on that, and I don't want to leave that SCUF controller behind and let it collect dust. I really like using that SCUF controller, I love it. So my plan is to play mainly on the Xbox One, but I will have a PS4 copy, and my plan is when DLC launches on the PS4, I will play the DLC on the PS4, get all my gameplay recorded and everything. I'll play for probably that week that DLC is launched, and I will be buying the Season Pass on the PS4, whereas with the Xbox One, I will not be purchasing DLC. I think that's a nice way to balance it out. I think all of you should be pretty happy about that for the most part anyways. I will be playing on both consoles. That means for you PS4 guys, I will be able to play with you now. I know some of you guys feel left out now because I only play on the Xbox. But once DLC launches, I'll be able to play with you guys as long as you have DLC as well. And for you Xbox guys, I'm still going to be mainly an Xbox player. This is the plan. Things may change. I'm not going to say this is 100% what's going to happen, but this is my plan right now, is to buy it for both consoles and try to spread my time out, I wouldn't say relatively evenly. I'm still planning on playing on the Xbox One more than the PS4. But when that DLC launches, it's going to be all PS4. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. We've got a lot of E3 ahead of us. There's going to be a ton of stuff revealed about the multiplayer and the campaign for Black Ops 3, and I'm going to be doing a lot of little videos. I don't want to do like the really speculative like news videos or things like that, just like getting the information out to you as fast as possible. That's not really my style, but I do want to talk about my thoughts on things, so expect lots of videos on that. So I'm going to do individual videos on what are my thoughts on this like aspect of the movement, or what are my thoughts on this specialist ability, or something like that. I'm planning on doing lots of little videos like that for you guys. So I'm kind of hoping maybe I'll have like 2 videos a day for a little while, but I'm not too sure. I'll let you guys know. I guess you guys will see in the feed, so just be ready for videos. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.